Right then guys, so before this video starts, I'd like to talk about something. I realise that this part of the video completely breaks the flow of the rest of it, but I cannot let this go unnoticed. This is like mad. I said that as if it's something bad. It's not, it's something amazing. Like, I cannot believe it. Forget being in Memeulous' live stream, like I said in my last video. I'm in his video.
First of all, can I just say I highly rate the I shout at my wife in public sunglasses.
My name's Tomgw. Cup stacking extraordinaire, dance expert, Oscar-winning actor, champion of cool maths games.
Okay, I don't care about all the other ones. Like, you could have cured cancer and I would literally not give one. But champion of cool maths games? Now that's the sort of quality we're looking for in Team 100.
Thanks to this, we have hit 400 subscribers less than 2 weeks after we hit 300. It is literally mad. If you were here for Memeulous, can you please comment down below saying that Memeulous sent you? And I mean, even the creator of It's Memeulous Bro commented on my video thanking me for using his song. Like, it's literally crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This video is about relatable primary school stories. This has nothing to do with that. I'm completely breaking the flow of the video. Thank you so much, Memeulous. Thank you for everyone who's here for Memeulous. Enjoy the video. Primary school is somewhere that we've all been. It's a topic that a lot of YouTubers talk about. Some of us left primary school more recently than others. Some of us are still at primary school. But anyway guys, welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking about stuff we all did in primary school. I was actually going to make a video about Sidemen diss tracks today, but one, I'm a little bit late. And two, I don't know how I could make a video about Sidemen diss tracks longer than about 10 seconds. I'm not going to sit here and talk about which Sidemen diss track is my favourite. Although the correct answer is Whitey Shaw's first one.
She gave birth to you, then chose to have another. Each brother's more retarded than the other.
But anyway, let's actually get into this video now. These are some of the things that hopefully people can relate to that we all did in primary school. So the first thing. Who remembers golden time? Do you remember on Friday afternoons when you could literally just sit and do anything you like? It was the ultimate reward. It was the best you could get. The thing that I always find funny is how they called it a reward. They told us it was like a reward for good behaviour, despite the fact that everyone in Key Stage 1 was doing it, so it's not really a reward. Even the really annoying kids were in golden time. How is that a reward? So I don't know if this is how it works at every school, but at our school, in each room, there was like a separate activity and you could choose which one to go into. You had the complete freedom to choose. That was until in year 1 when they brought in the Play-Doh room. Every single person wanted the Play-Doh room. So each week they randomly selected people to go in the Play-Doh room. If you didn't get into the Play-Doh room one week, the teacher would tell you, oh, don't worry, you can go in next week. It's funny how next week seems to go on for years, doesn't it? I still haven't forgiven my goddamn year 1 teacher for never letting me into the Play-Doh room. It's literally exactly the same thing with that game, heads down, thumbs up. Whenever you don't go on one week, they write your name on the board and say, oh, you can be on next week. Then you come into school the next morning and the board's been rubbed off and you never get to go on. Right, moving on now. I really don't want to get myself too worked up over the fact that I never got into the Play-Doh room and I barely got to go on for heads down, thumbs up. You know what you had to have to be the coolest kid in school? Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I think I'm in the small minority of people that actually played the Yu-Gi-Oh game and not just collected the cards and then shoved the cards in other people's faces, showing off about the cards they had. Right, get comfortable. Story time here. This was when I'd just gone back to school in January after Christmas. For Christmas that year, I got a massive stack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards like that big. I brought them all into school. I was so ready to show off about all these amazing cards I had. I had so many I couldn't fit them all in my pocket, so I had to carry a load in my hands as well. I ran out into the playground because I was so ready to show everyone this amazing stack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards I had. I had so many though, I could barely hold on to them. I ran, I tripped, and all of them fell in the puddle. Literally 100 Yu-Gi-Oh cards just scattered into the puddle in front of me. I couldn't believe my eyes. The water wrecked like half of them, so you couldn't even see the star rating on the top. You could barely read the description because of how crumpled it was after it came out of the water. Like, you know when you put a bit of paper in your trouser pocket and then when they come out the wash, it's like completely mangled. Yeah, it was like that. It was literally exactly that, except top of the range brand new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Oh my god, I was so annoyed. I'd say out of the ones I dropped, around half of them survived. I have such a strong memory of trying to trade my cards that I just dropped in the puddle, and then Reese Bodgerall tells me, nah, I'm not trading that one, mate. Bad condition. I think I actually might still have my Yu-Gi-Oh cards from like 6 years ago. You know what? I'm gonna see if I'm right. I'm gonna go look for my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Be back in a second.
A few moments later.
Oh my god guys, after looking for way too long, I've actually found my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I think that one was probably dropped in the puddle, like look at the edges of that. Let me see if I can find the best card that I had. Yo, this one was decent, look at this. 6 stars on that one, look at that. I don't really know what to think of this one. Right, next thing, primary school sports days. Unlike most primary schools that just do it on some random field somewhere, we actually did ours at an actual athletics track. That would usually be only secondary schools, but my primary school was actually decent about that. And it's not as if I went to a private school either, I went to a state primary school, but we still did it on a proper athletics track. You want to know what the longest distance race was at my primary school? You want to know what they called a marathon? 700 metres. They didn't even do 800 metres. That would have been way too long, but 600 metres? Way too short. They had to do 700 metres. Ever since I've left primary school, that has never ceased to amaze me. 700 metres. That's probably the only time that 700 metres has been done as a discipline ever. I'm not even joking, that probably is the only time it's ever been done. Other than 700 metres, we also did the skipping race, the sunglasses race. Yeah, we actually did a sunglasses race. You run to the sunglasses, you put the sunglasses on, you run, you get on the scooter, you ride the scooter. Oh my god, it was life. Moving away from sports day, I swear to god there was always that one kid that came to school on a penny board. You know, one of those plastic skateboards? There was always a kid that just rode to school, looking down at his phone, which he probably shouldn't have had considering that he's in like year 4. The next thing I'm going to talk about to this day is one of the worst things I've ever done. Ever. Buddying. If you're not familiar with what buddying is, it's basically when they send a load of older kids down to the reception playground to play with them. Okay, admittedly it does sound worse than it is, but you still get my point, it's really terrible. The absolute worst times for buddying was when it was wet break, because you had to sit inside with them and draw. You literally had to sit and draw with a lot of 4-year-olds for the whole of lunchtime. Bearing in mind that I was only like 10 or 11, how was I supposed to deal with 4-year-olds? There was this one 4-year-old girl that loved me. That's not even a strong word for it. She loved me. She kept on coming up to the year 6 classroom to give me pictures of me and her getting married. I'm not even joking, she literally would draw pictures of us getting married. She would draw pictures of me, an incredibly mature year 6 student, getting married to a 4-year-old. I'm sorry, but if you don't think that's weird, then it is weird. Yeah, that's weird. That is weird, isn't it? Yeah, that's weird. I again have really strong memories of literally being pinned to the floor, being wrestled by 10 4-year-olds at once. The teachers don't even do anything about this, they just watch the year 6 kids get assaulted by the receptions and they go, oh look, they're getting along, how cute. Shut up. Why do primary school teachers tell you so many lies? Why? According to primary school teachers, you cannot mess up SATs because employers look at your SATs results. That's actually what they told me. I mean, next they'll be telling me that some kid was swinging on his chair and then he cracked his head open and died. Not being funny, but why is it that every single primary school teacher tells the kids that? Do primary school teachers all just sit in a meeting with each other wondering what lie they're going to tell us next? I'm not joking. Every teacher told us that there was a kid swinging on his chair and then he fell back and died. Like, all jokes aside, are all teachers having an inside joke by telling us that? Is it just all an inside joke of every primary school teacher in the UK telling us that some kid swung on his chair and died? I think it's kind of an inside joke amongst students now because we all know that it's complete bull. Right, moving away from that, who remembers PGL? You know what the best thing about PGL was? No, it wasn't the giant swing. No, it wasn't the zip wire. It was when the year above me went to PGL so that we could sit on the benches for a week while they were away. It was literally the life of luxury for a week. We sat on the benches in year 5. But yeah, for real, when I actually went to PGL, it was actually not too bad. I was the only one in my group that was brave enough to go to the top of the giant swing. Do you want to know what the worst punishment was at primary school? The real worst punishment was to stand outside the head teacher's office and not go in. If you were really naughty, you wouldn't even go into the head teacher's office, you'd just stand outside it while the whole rest of the school passed you going to assembly. I remember so many times walking past the head teacher's office, seeing someone standing there and thinking, oh my god, don't mess with them. But that was actually how we thought. If they were standing outside the head teacher's office, you do not want to go near them. They are like a criminal. The final thing I'm going to talk about is the final day of year 6. Do you have any idea what happens on the last day of year 6? If your answer is that all of the girls start crying as if they're about to retire, then you'd be correct. I remember so many people hugging me, crying, saying that they would miss me and all that. From my primary school, there were only 2 other people at my school now. I think pretty much everyone went to the secondary school that was right down the road from the primary school, which I guess does make sense, but I'm special, so I didn't go there. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. It's actually quite fun to reminisce about this kind of stuff. I have still got my yearbook from primary school. There's me right there. Oh my god. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Oh look, it's kind of zoomed out now. Oh well. See you next time. Bye. You know what the best part of this video is? My top matches the bed covers.